Howdy guys, Team Lists are out for round two for the NRL preseason challenge, and fuck, some of them are a doozy. Up first, we got the Rabbitohs and the Roosters on Friday Arvo. I'd be lying to you if I told you that I knew any of these players, maybe besides one or two of them. And if you say you know, you're lying to yourself as well. So, Dom Young's younger brother, Alexander Young, is getting his first run for the Roosters on the wing, so let's see if he's got elite level foot Falcons as well. And what I'm really excited for is the return of big fucking puppy Dylan Napper. He's making his return as well. So I'm going to be having a slap and say the Rabbitohs are going to win 1 to 12, but honestly, I couldn't tell you. That's just a guess. I know nothing about these players. On to a more interesting game. We've got Sharks versus Bulldogs up next. So both these guys are running with a full strength team this side. No IRO listed, so fantasy and super coach. You can put a line through him. I don't think he's getting a run anytime soon. Talakai is going to be out there for a bit. Kennedy returns in fullback, which is very hot. Always like watching him play. He's been injured towards the back end of last season, so good to see that he's going to be back out there again. Critter as well is going to be getting his first run with the Doggies. So an interesting one that I did see on the list though is Big Salmon named at lock, and with Curran starting on the bench as well. So we'll see how that plays out. And what sort of minutes that each of them are going to get as well, if Curran's going to actually be playing in that lock position. But Salmon is a little bit interesting there for fantasy, perhaps, depending on minutes. So we'll see how that goes. Now, my theory is Sharks should pump the fuck out of them because Doggies are a bottom eight side. But if the Dogs get the win, does that mean they're guaranteed in a top eight position? Time will tell. Something to think about. Sharks to win, though. Kicking off on the Saturday Arvo in Fiji, which is a pretty sick place to be playing a game of rugby league. Again, both of these guys playing with full sides. We've got the Knights versus the Storm. We've got the return of the Daily M winner, Kalen Ponga, which will be interesting. Very keen to see Dylan Lucas rip at it again. Was very impressive last week. I think he only played half, but scored a try or two, which was pretty solid. And really keeping an eye on him in my fantasy team. So hopefully he goes well. Another out that's kind of interesting is Sean Bloor. He's into the reserve, so we're not going to be seeing him get another run at all this week. I'm back on the Knights for this one. I think they're really starting to put things together. I think Cogger's going to come on starting that 14 position and really make a difference like he did the other week. Enjoy Fiji, boys. Knights 13 plus. Now, we've got the Wars versus the Dolphins in Auckland. Pretty much full teams once again, outside from a few injuries with Chance still out. So, replacement fullback. Wars at full strength, I think, are going to be able to get this done. Really keen to see if they're going to be firing like last year, if they're going to be like the Cowboys and kind of fall off. I think they're going to be able to continue, but I guess we'll have to see. Hammer and Herbie as well. Be interesting to see if they're going to be switching around to the centre fullback position. The Hammer is a fucking freak though, so he could really do some damage. But I think the experience of Sean Johnson and their halves are going to be able to lead the Warriors to the W. So same as Rabbitohs and Roosters, Manly v Broncos are filled with players that I've never heard of. Moses and Hunt have impressed me for the Broncos in the last couple of trial games. I think Moser could really be dangerous in attack if he had the chance to play with the starting side, especially imagine him like linking up with guys like Reese, Ezra. That would just be, yeah, fucking lightning through there. Ben Takura as well. He is a cheat code up close to the line. If you get him off a bit of a run up, like good luck stopping him. He's just going to fall straight over the line. Like have fun there. Either way, it's going to be good to see some young talent get at it. Broncos to pump them at Brookvale, though, is what I'm saying for. And fuck me, what a match for Saturday night. We've got the Dragons versus Tigers. Real riveting stuff there. After the Dragons got pumped last week, I have lost all hope in them. So sorry about that, Ben. I still love you, though. Olam's making his debut for the Tigers, so whoever's opposite him, protect your ribs at all costs because, damn, he might be trying to test those out. You do not want to be hit with that bloke. I think Tigers are going to get it out in a close one, though. I think they're going to get it done. And we've got the Big Milk versus Cowboys on the Sunday. So the Raiders have always been a cursed team for me. No matter what I do, if I go with them, they get absolutely pumped. If I go against them, they'll fucking get the upset win. There's no winning with that. But in saying that, I'm backing the Cowboys for the win. So let's see if they can pull it together this season. Had a shocker last year. Well, not a shocker, but definitely should have performed a little bit better. On paper, they're definitely a top 8 side. So we'll see how they go. Keeping an eye on Cotter as well and Locke and how many minutes he gets for fantasy. He's one that I'm definitely eyeing off and, yeah, has some potential there. I think he's really going to go well now that he is the captain as well, kind of stepping up to that role. The Savage keeps his wing spot. But Chevy, he got fucking cut for Hopawate. So those young guns in fantasy are starting to get a little more sketchy for the Canberra side. And watch Canberra win now that I've tipped them as well. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see there. Titans versus Eel in the switch. So pretty much full sides once again. Really keen to see how Keeney goes in fullback, filling in for the injured Jaden Campbell. Joey Lussick as well is starting over Brendan Hands this week, who is in the 14 position. So really have no idea what's going on there. Who's going to be starting at hooker for the Eels in round one. Again, throwing some fantasy teams some serious head noise. I'm not willing to die on a hill for it, but I'm backing the Titans in this one. I think Des is going to have them well oiled, and I'm predicting that they're going to make the 8 this year as well. So my slap for the week is going to be all about wings because I fucking love wings. We're going to have the Fox anytime, Zelezniak anytime, and a Zarko anytime. So that's a bit spicy, but we'll see how it goes. So let me know who you're tipping and what players that you're keen to see. Have a good one, guys.